guys, here we are, Stoomboy, the Combat Companion. So, as always, shows brought to you by Hard Life Fightwear. Hard Life Fightwear offering a range of no gi, or MMA gear. So, anybody looking for any fight apparel, just hit up hardlifefightwear.co.uk at the bottom of the screen. Use the discount code STOOM15 and you will get a little bit of a discount from whatever it is you get. So, now we're going to be talking about Young Subs Jiu-Jitsu Superfights 1. So obviously, submission series bringing us the Young Subs for the very first time now. It's going to be a historic. I mean, especially for the Northeast. I mean, the Northeast already is a hotbed of talent for combat sports. So sub series are bringing us the Young Subs. So we're going to see some of the best young grapplers from all over the UK. Heading to Newcastle on Saturday to put on a show. So that's Saturday, the 18th of January, the Fed in Newcastle. Now, anybody looking for tickets, make sure you hit up your chosen grappler first of all. If you're unable to get tickets from them, then head over to the usual social media pages, Young Subs, Sub Series, and you will get all the information through there. There's also pay-per-view on this as well. So if you're not able to make the event in person, make sure you do head over to the social media pages for Sub Series and Young Subs, and you'll get the pay-per-view link through there. It's important to support these young grapplers because some of these young grapplers are some of the best, not just in the UK, Europe, but the world as well. So it's going to be very, very exciting in Newcastle next Saturday. So one of my guests then today, Josh Mitchell Alliance in Newcastle. So we've seen Josh on Sub Series. Obviously, I've got to see Josh on Sub Series. So the last time he was up against Kane, coming away with the victory. Absolute brilliant grappler. Really, really good grappler for being so young. When he came out, put on a show, and he walked out there like he owned the place. He walked out like he absolutely owned the point, which was absolutely brilliant. So it was a point in Sunderland, I believe. So if I remember rightly, that you were on. So Josh, listen, absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to me.
Well, thanks for having us on this.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Obviously feeling good. I know you've just been training this morning over at Exile. So how's everything with you at the moment?
I'm good. I'm getting into training like a couple times a week now.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously Alliance as well. Obviously I know the guys at Alliance. Obviously a really, really good gym, good setup. Tell us about the team at Alliance.
Well, it's getting better because we're having new people every single session, and it's getting bigger.
Yeah. Who's your favourite training partner over at Alliance? Do you have a favourite training partner?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
just everybody. Just everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You like to cross train as well, so I know that a lot of you kids cross train at different gyms as well. So tell us about some of the gyms you do get the chance to cross train with.
I get a cross train with Roca Rough House, Elite, Evolve. I mean, and a couple more.
Yeah. So obviously very, very busy. Tell me at Roker, tell me you beat up Ant Hopper all the time. Tell me you beat up Big Ant. Big Ant needs beat up. He needs beat up definitely. So, but yeah. So Roker obviously a great place. A lot of great people over there as well, and the other gyms as well that you mentioned. So, now obviously Young Subs next week. It's going to be very historic. It's the very first one. So obviously you're going to be one of the pioneers to walk out on the Young Sub stage. But I mean, you've been on Sub Series before, as I said. So I mean, you're going to be used to the atmosphere. You're going to be used to everything. Do you think that's going to be a bit of an advantage for yourself, Josh, knowing that you've walked out on that stage before?
Yeah, I think it's going to be advantage. So like, I know like how it feels to come out already, and know like the atmosphere about it.
Yeah, yeah. And home crowd as well, Newcastle. So there's going to be a lot of love for you on Saturday, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a lot of people going, a lot of friends, family.
Yeah. I think I have a couple people from my club coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Going to be exciting. It's going to be very exciting. I say that when I saw your match the last time, you and Kane, it was a really, really good match, and it's always good to see the kids step out because it was a very noisy crowd. It was a very, very noisy crowd, and there was a lot of support, not just for you, but for Kane as well. So, which was absolutely brilliant. So this weekend coming up, it's going to be even louder because there's going to be a lot more kids. I think they were talking about they'd sold 190 tickets or something so far. So it's going to be a very, very big crowd you're going to be stepping out in front of, Josh.
Yeah, well, thank thanks from the last time I was watching like the fighting things and like afterwards of you saying like match of the night and things.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it definitely was. It definitely was. Now, I'm expecting the same this time, Josh. I'm expecting another potentially match in the day as well for you.
Yeah, well, hopefully it is.
Yes, yes. I'll be doing the commentary again, as always. So I'll be doing the commentary. So we'll be saying a lot of nice things about yourself and obviously your opponent Elliot as well. So it's going to be good. Final thing for you then. So obviously, again, you've got a lot of great training partners, Josh. But anybody you want to shout out to, any kind of friends, family members, teammates, or even any sponsors that you may have, Josh?
Um, I would like to shout out like my sponsor Warrior Spirit because he's got me started into all my sponsorships and things that have happened to us.
Yeah,
Yeah, in
yeah,
the past 2 years.
yeah. What about any friends, family members? You want to give a shout out to them?
I'd like to give a shout out to my dad for traveling everywhere and letting us train like a lot that I
Yeah,
would like
yeah.
to.
Yeah, no, listen, awesome, awesome people. I'd say you've got some great people around you, which is absolutely brilliant. It makes what you do a little bit easier, especially having that good support basis as well. So guys, there we go. Then Josh is going to be up next Saturday, so he's going to be heading over to Young Subs One. That's at the Fed in Newcastle. As I said, if you're going to see Josh, make sure you hit up Josh on Instagram. Well, we may still be able to get some tickets. If not, you can get tickets directly through Sub Series or the Young Subs social media pages. Pay-per-views also on this as well, guys. So if you can't make the event, make sure you do get the pay-per-view. You are going to that Young Subs next weekend. I've been saying this the whole time. I mean, a lot of these kids are absolute superstars, and they're already British champions, European champions, world champions, and they're this generation. They're going to be the next generation that's going to take combat sports in the UK to a whole other level. So we're very excited about that. Sponsorship as well. We always talk about sponsorship, so it's very, very important to jump on board as a sponsor for these young athletes because they do travel everywhere. They travel everywhere. They put themselves on the line. A lot of them get out of school because they're able to do things like that. So yeah, it's very, very important to jump on board. Traveling's not cheap. Your dad will tell you, Joss, it's not cheap at all to be traveling all over the place. So it definitely helps. It definitely helps. So if you are looking to sponsor or get on board with Josh for sponsorship, then just head over to his Instagram page. So his Instagram page is Josh underscore Jitsu. Okay, so definitely head over there. As I said, they do represent our sponsors very, very well. So yeah, make sure you do get on board with them. But Josh, listen, absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to me today.
Thank you for having us.
No, listen, absolute pleasure. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week, and obviously the rest of the guys from Alliance. But you enjoy the rest of your day. Let your dad go home and get some sleep now.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, enjoy the rest of your week's training, and I'll see you next Saturday, buddy. All right,
See you next
take care,
Saturday.
pal. Bye bye.
Bye.